This is your power meter. You need to understand how this meter works if you want to do big damage in KOF. As you fight, various actions can build the meter. Once the meter gets all the way to the end, the number at the front of the meter goes up by 1, and now you have 1 power stock, which many seasoned players simply call a bar. You can use stocks to do big damage. When exactly does meter build? It builds whenever any of your attacks hit or are blocked, or you block or get hit by attacks. It also builds when you use special moves, even if they don't connect. However, this does not hold true for fireballs. You only gain meter for fireballs if it makes contact. Next, watch this carefully. One character is doing nothing, taking many hits. Notice the meters? The defender, very slightly, gains more meter over time. What if the defender is blocking many attacks instead? Well, it's pretty much the same. Meter building will generally favor the defender for most actions, so keep this in mind as matches go more rounds. Also, there is a way to gain more meter with offense. The way you do that is with special moves. Special moves build additional meter when they make contact. You build more meter for specials than you do with normals, so you can get close to matching your opponent's meter building and even surpass theirs. We have some meter now, so what happens if we don't spend it? If your character is knocked out, whatever power meter you have goes to your next character, and they also get 1 extra meter on top. That said, the meter you can gain is limited. Your first character can only have up to 3 stocks, your second character can have 4, and your final character can have 5. This means your last character always has the highest damage potential. Keep this in mind as you choose your team. Now that we know how to build a lot of meter, let's actually spend some. Meter can be spent on quite a few things, namely supers, EX supers, climax supers, max mode, and guard cancels. Guard cancels will be covered in a future video. Supers cost 1 stock to activate. Supers do nice damage on their own and are the best way to add damage to a combo. If you see this green symbol in the command list next to a super's name, then you can do an EX version of the super for 2 stocks by pressing both punches or both kicks when input. EX supers tend to do more damage and might start up faster or have other extra properties like invincibility. The most powerful attack a character has in their arsenal is their climax super. It costs 3 bars, but usually does close to 50% damage. Another way to spend meter on supers is to cancel a super into a more expensive one. If you cancel a 1-stock super into a 2-stock super, you'll notice the advanced cancel prompt on the screen. This will provide you with some flexibility as far as how you want to spend 3 bars. If you have a lot of meter, you can cancel a 1 or 2-stock super into your climax, and here you see the climax cancel. In order to do an advanced or climax cancel, you must have enough meter for the supers, and you must also find a cancelable hit or timing in the first super. Keep in mind that not every super can be advanced canceled or climax canceled, so you'll have to experiment with your character to find what's possible. The final topic in today's video is max mode. This mechanic will pay off for you if you know how to utilize it, so let's get into the details. Max mode costs 1 stock and can be activated by pressing hard punch and light kick at the same time. When you do this, your character will pose briefly and a new meter will appear above the power meter. This meter has 3 different lengths, with your second and third characters having longer meters. There's another way to activate max mode which is very important. You can also activate it by pressing hard punch and light kick when any ground normal makes contact. When activated this way, the timer starts half full and your character automatically dashes forward. In many cases, this allows you to combo if the previous normal hit. Keep in mind that you can input anything you like during the auto dash, you are not forced to finish the dash. It can sometimes be prudent to activate a special move immediately after max mode, which bypasses the auto dash. The max mode meter slowly drains over time. While the meter is active, you can activate EX special moves which cause you to glow blue. Every EX move you use costs a portion of the meter. Just as you could with supers, you can look at your command list for your character to see which special moves have an EX version. And don't worry about not having enough meter. Even if you have the tiniest sliver left, you can still use an EX move. Supers are also affected by max mode. First of all, if you have no available power stocks while you're in max mode, you cannot activate a super. But if you activate a 1-stock super, you will still pay 1 stock, but it will upgrade automatically to the 2-stock version, and your max mode meter will immediately disappear. Similarly, if you activate your climax, you will pay 2 stocks plus the rest of your max mode meter. Since max mode costs 1 stock, but EX supers and climaxes cost 1 less while in max mode, this opens up some damage potential. You can add some EX moves to your combo, and this means max mode is often going to be your highest damage potential for 2 and 3 stocks. Even if you only have 1 stock, oftentimes a max mode combo will do more damage than a simple combo into your 1-stock super. Be sure to experiment and see how much damage you can do. Armed with this knowledge, you're ready to make every hit count. Start practicing, and congratulations to SNK for the successful launch of the King of Fighters 14. I hope to see you all online. Catch you later.